Hi guys, welcome back to What the Huckles I Cook Today. I'm Issa and I'm here with
Ivan.
And today our dads are gonna cook Chef Sean and
Ivan, my dad.
Enjoy.
Hey everybody, I'm Chef Sean and this is my good buddy
Chef Ivan.
And we used to work together for a couple years at a resort here locally, and through the pandemic we're not working together, so I figured what the heck, let's get together and cook together again. One thing I've always admired when we're working together is Ivan can take a chicken and it'll be in pieces in about 10 seconds. I'm pretty good at breaking down chickens, but I figured, you know what, let's do a show today where we break down chickens and we're going to do a couple different things with it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down chicken. We're going to roast the bones, roast everything up, and then we're going to make chicken stock and also a chicken dinner with everything. So we've got a lot of cool ingredients, a lot of different things. I'll stand back and Ivan's going to show you how he breaks down chicken.
So here's your chicken. Obviously this part here is the breast. When it's walking around the barnyard, it looks like this. Okay, everybody? So you see that at home? This is the back. I started the back. Here's the neck. Here's his butt. I always grip it like this, 2 fingers, keep these 3 fingers out so you don't cut them off, and I start right at the neck. Boom, take that piece out. Now we're in half. Now I go for the other part of the back, which is probably the wrong way to do that. Let's go this way. Then I come through here, watch fingers again. My knife's very sharp, as you can tell I'm slicing right through the bone. And I just throw that off to the side. Now we have a chicken that is in half. Not quite in half. I position it and I come right down the middle of the breastbone, and that's it. Now I have 2 chicken halves. I would go right in between here and remove the breast, and then we have the thigh and the leg.
The other thing to do once you do that far, if you can do for barbecuing, you know, have your 2 breasts, then a lot of times people will have to separate the leg and the thigh.
Okay, so leg and thigh. You see where the joint is. We're going to go right there. Maybe bend it a little and so you can see it. And I know my knife's sharp. I go right through.
If you're doing the math at home, so now we'll have a leg, thigh, and the breast, and the wing can be kept on, or you can cut the wing part off. So here's full speed. So that was a tutorial. Now we'll do full speed, how to break down a chicken. Full chicken here apparently. So we save the backbone because that's my flavor. We're saving our backbone. Normally you wouldn't use that at all, but we're going to be making chicken stock as well. So we're going to put everything in the pan together here and roast everything off together. Next we'll be, once he does finish breaking everything down, we're going to add some vegetables to it. Some carrots, some leeks, celery, a little rosemary. Then we also got some garlic and some chicken feet to really make our stock delightful. We won't be eating those unless you're really into that, but we won't be eating chicken feet today. So. And there's a little full speed breaking down a chicken. So now we have, what we're doing is we're going to be roasting everything together. So we just put everything in one nice big roasting pan. So we have all our parts that were cut up. We have our 4 legs, 4 thighs, 4 breasts. We also have the 2 backbones. We also have some delightful chicken feet, everybody's favorite. Some people like eating these things. I'm not a fan, but you know what? We're putting them in stock, so it's okay. We'll throw those in as well.
It's going to add flavor to our stock. Usually when I'm at home and I do this, I do this part first. I come in with my ground Montreal steak seasoning. This is like my go-to. I've used this for 20 plus years. This is my secret to a lot of things, and I grind it. And then just liberally get it all over everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. It ain't got to be beautiful. We're not going to the fashion show or anything, right? We just want to get some season in there. So don't forget the backs. Season those heavy. We like seasoning those parts heavy.
So when we do the Montreal, actually take Montreal, grind it up. You can either use a mortar and pestle if you're really feeling fancy, or you can just take it in your spice grinder. And then at the end, if you have some fine or some kosher salt or sea salt, add that to it as well.
I feel like kosher salt works the best. It makes it easier for you to grip it. When you pinch the salt, I don't put it in a shaker. As you can see, I'm using my hands. And it just makes it easier to spread around on the chicken. Make sure you get in that wing too on these parts.
For 2 chickens, so we have 4 carrots. We got some multicolored carrots just because I'm feeling wild and crazy. And then we have 2 stalks of celery. So we'll add those to everything.
Right.
There we go.
We have some garlic. There's some garlic in there.
Just whole cloves. Don't need to crush them up.
No,
Just leave the whole
no need to
cloves.
crush. Some bay leaf. We can just stick those guys anywhere too. Got a little last bit of that. Let's go ahead and add it all. It's not much there.
So altogether, I'd say with Montreal seasoning, we probably used about for two whole chickens, maybe a 1/4 cup. So maybe 3 tablespoons of
some rosemary. I'm gonna stick that in here because I like that to be able to impart its flavor. And then we have
something different. So
we have these lovely, beautiful leeks. Beautiful leeks. This is the part that you want the most. This is the most useful part. But since we're going to make a stock, it really doesn't matter because we're going to trim these parts off. This will be trash for the compost heap.
And one thing about leeks, you will notice right away, they are a very, very
they're filthy animals.
Dirty vegetable. So there's dirt
Very,
everywhere.
very
So that's
dirty.
why we do that last.
Put them open. We make sure to flop them apart. Make sure they're, oops, we got pieces flying everywhere. Make sure they're separated real nice. We can cut these down a little bit more.
And then your colander will be your best friend with
Yes,
leeks.
and wash them very thoroughly to make sure there's no sand or dirt or sheep poop or whatever it is these farmers use in this stuff.
All right, so we've got our leek all washed. So you just take a little time. Like Ivan said, normally you're just gonna use the bottom part of the leek, the white part. That's the part you usually only want because that's the part that's tender. This top green part, honestly, is
Not so good.
It's not so good. It's really, really tough, and you don't want to, no matter what you do with it. But because we're gonna use this for stock, we're going to use the green part. When you go looking for buying your leeks, look for ones with a bigger white part. Yep. So
This
normally
is the part you want, just
the
down
bottom.
here.
So since we're not making soup, oh well, we got them, but we're going for flavor. So the green part's the only part you want to do. So there you go. So now we're going to put our leeks. What we're going to do is next we're going to add our leeks to everything here. We have all our chicken, our back, so we have the giblets, the neck, the chicken feet, for goodness gracious sake.
Yeah, the hearts. There's
Hearts.
every
We got
part of the chicken is here.
Everything
whatever,
that came, yeah.
whatever comes with it whole is in this pan.
And we're going to roast this up. This will be for our dinner tonight. We'll do some simple vegetables later on, show you how to add something to your meal, and cook it with some rice or whatever else you want.
Wait,
And a
did
great
you say
meal.
rice?
We said rice. We might have rice. What the heck? I hear rice.
I like rice.
We like rice, so that's good.
We love rice.
Now we're going to take this. We have the whole conglomeration here. We have our oven preheated to 350 degrees.
Cook it for approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours tops. Then I let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we dig right in. There's no stopping at that point.
Yeah, it's all goodness. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the backs, the necks, the leg, or the feet, all that good stuff, and we're
Fat, anything that you wouldn't eat, it's going in the stock pot.
Going in the oven now. And when we cook the stock, how long do you cook your stock for?
The stock, I actually, once dinner's done, I pick all the meat and I save out off the side and I throw it all in the pot and I get it going right then and there that same night and I let it cook till the next afternoon.
How much water do you use?
I put about a gallon because I use one bird at home and I put a gallon of water to it and I put it on, just set it on low and then walk away and don't let it boil.
So we're going to put this all in the oven right now. Don't need to cover it or anything. We want to get all that flavor. And we'll pop it in our oven and we'll see it in about another hour and a half to 2 hours. Since our chicken has about another 10 to 15 minutes to go, we're going to add some quick veggies. We also have some rice going on, so we'll have a complete dinner tonight. So what we're going to do is we have some broccoli spears. We're going to roast this off too. Instead of everybody has boiled or steamed broccoli, which is kind of boring, you know, but just like, not so exciting.
Smells like farts.
Smells like farts, not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, this is 1 clove of garlic. We have about This is like 2 heads of broccoli, which I just cut into spears real quick. So just some nice big pieces. We got a clove of garlic. We're going to throw that in there in this nice mixing bowl here. We got 1 lime cut in half. We're just going to squeeze that, add the lime to it, give it a little excitement, make it happy. Toss it up. Oh, I dropped my lime. How embarrassing. So get that all in there. And then on top of that, we're going to add a little bit of avocado oil. Probably,
avocado oil.
yeah,
Getting fancy.
a couple drizzle of that, not a whole lot. Little sea salt, probably about a teaspoon worth of salt. And then Isabella has a Isa, I know you don't. What's your favorite number of pepper?
10.
10. I always forget. 10
10
peppers.
cranks?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. All right. Now we'll take that, toss it up real quick, put it in our sheet pan, and we'll bake it off. This will give. This is a whole new way to do broccoli. It is delightful. It's great flavor, and very much exciting. So we're gonna throw this in the same oven as our chicken, and in about 15 minutes we'll have dinner. All right. So our chicken cooked for about an hour and a half at 350 degrees. Then we cranked it up to 450 degrees because my oven is a little bit wonky, so it doesn't cook perfectly even. But as you can see, you want to have that beautiful color like this is nice, that GBD, nice and golden brown, delicious.
Yeah, look at all that
And
juice
then it's
too.
Yeah, you get all that juice. That we're gonna pour straight into our stock pot and start making that's our start to our stock. Add all these veggies, everything in there. And then our broccoli. So instead of just steamed, boring, plain old broccoli, we have some roasted broccoli. Got a little bit of color to it. It's got the lemon, the garlic, salt, pepper, a little oil on it. Oh man, it's good stuff. Makes you want to eat broccoli. Eat your veggies. And then we did a little rice real quick, some jasmine rice, just to add a little starch for dinner. And we had a great dinner. So now we're gonna eat our dinner. We're going to take all the veggies, the chicken bones, all kind of stuff, throw it in our stock pot. We have about a gallon of our beautiful purified water from our Aqua True filter. And we're going to use like purified water with our stock. And it's going to be great. Thank you very much. It's going to be delicious. Thank you for cooking with us. I'm Chef Sean, and this is my good buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is my good buddy,
Come
Chef
back again.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Happy cooking and happy eating. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, it's me, Ivan. The Ivan man. I'm so tiny. Right? I'm so tiny.
Hey, Ivan, got any cat weight?
What is a cat weigh?
About 8 to 9 pounds.
So here's our stock after sitting all night. We cooked it on low the whole night, let it go. So we have almost 2 gallons all together here. And they're all the bones from yesterday's 2 whole chickens plus the feet that we cooked. Our veggies are in there, the leeks, the carrots, everything's buried in there. And the layer you see on the top, it'll be like a layer of fat, which we'll take off. And then underneath that will be this clear, golden, delicious chicken stock, which we will use for lots of wonderful things. All right, so here is our stock. It has come out. I've strained it. Let it sit there. Some of it will, it'll settle. The fat will rise to the top, and once it cools off, then you just take the fat right off, and then you'll have this beautiful stock.